Hello, my name is Catherine Downey, and today I'll be discussing some of our results and talking about our survey that we did for what can be done to fix the water pollution in Youngstown. I had five other group members, well, five including myself, and we administered the survey to about 25 people, and the survey consisted of yes or no questions and short answer, and some maybe even extended response. Not too in depth. If they didn't know the question, they didn't have to answer it. But we did ask them to answer it the best of their abilities. And all these questions were based off the area that they were living in and ways that we can prevent water pollution, what they think water pollution is, things like that. So I'm going to be discussing a little bit about our results and kind of what people thought were big issues, what people think they can do to help prevent these issues from continuing. Like I said, it was 25 questions, and I did a little bit of the calculation, so there are going to be different percentages for the areas, or for each question. I would like to kind of discuss, I'm not going to discuss all the questions, because like I said, there's 25, and that's just a little bit extended, and a lot of people don't really want to be put through all that. So, some things that were important. So, we did try to pick people that lived in Youngstown or near Youngstown, because that would make our results more accurate. So, for example, since I technically live 2.5 hours away, I tried to stay away from people back home because nobody really knows about the water issues in Youngstown or near Youngstown versus what's going on here. So it was pretty strong results. Everyone answered to the best of their abilities, and so kind of going into a little bit and let me just read off a few questions. So one of the questions we had was, have you ever heard of water pollution? Most people have. About 96% did say yes. There was one no answer, and we kind of talked to them. We described to them what it was, so now they have a better understanding of what it was. So they did learn a little bit from our presentation, which is good. When asked or if people could list the 3 types of water pollution, or of any pollution really, it wasn't very good. Our results were very low, and we just kind of took it as their best guesses. If they were very off, we put no, that they didn't know it. But if they were very close, we put yes. The percentage was super low on that. I would say probably out of the 25 people, we had 10 yeses. So it was very low. We did also ask if people even test their water and their drinking water at home, because that is very important. You want to know what you're drinking. You want to know if it's good or not. There was no one. Nobody really tests their water, and it was kind of surprising to me because I feel like that's something that should be done. I mean, 68% of the people that took our survey said no, they've never tested their water. So we did kind of explain to them with our presentation, we kind of explained to them about how that can affect them and what drinking bad water would do to them. So we explained to them that type of thing, and then also I asked people in the survey, well, we all did, if they could tell us if any places they know that are affected, in the surrounding area, for example, Mill Creek Park, Mill Creek, things like that. And the most popular answer that we got for that was just Youngstown. And then overall, a lot of people did not know of any areas specifically that are affected. So we did raise a little bit of awareness, telling them, hey, this is affected. Not just Youngstown, Mahoning River is affected, things like that. And to dive a little bit more further into our questions, we also asked people, have they heard anything about the news about this? Do they think they're polluting in any way? Do they think they're causing any effect to this? And a lot of people did answer no or unsure. And I do think that it is a big portion that we need to do. We need to we need to get it out there on the news. We need to broadcast this. Things can be done to prevent this or fix it. Less people need to pollute. We need to recycle more. We need to go back in. We need to do more research in cleaning up our water, things like that. I just think overall, if we could do things like that, our water supply would be better. So I am kind of shocked on our results. I did think they would be better, and I did think more people would be aware of the situation, but they weren't, unfortunately. So I think what needs to be done, and I think what has been done since this survey, is I think what we've been able to do is successfully raise their awareness, and overall we have convinced most people to care about this issue more, and we did have 84% of the survey say that they will change the way they are, and they will be more aware of this from now on. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.